Right. Okay. It should be recording now. We should probably do introductions.
All right.
So, Noah, you've been on the WordPress website from a pretty early stage, right?
Yeah. Not the earliest by any means.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people who were well into it, but I guess compared to now,
You're a veteran.
an old veteran. Yeah.
You're battle tested. You've been through the ringer. You've competed against the best of them, right?
You're the best. At one point, I was the fourth.
Oh yeah. So,
But if I'm looking right now at the rankings, I'm not sure if I'm in the top 100 at least.
I mean, I still consider you a top player, and I am convinced that you're a better player than me. I think you almost always beat me when we play.
Yeah, it's all the mental intimidation.
It's all mind games. So I was the number one ranking player, but that was only when there were like 50 people on the site 3 years ago. So
hey, it's something.
Yeah, as soon as good players started showing up, I started dropping in the rankings.
So, yeah, what spurred on this creation of the website?
So, this game was introduced to me by a friend who I used to play this in person with, and she was going to go on vacation. She was meant to go on vacation, but then COVID happened, and it was lockdown. And I thought, well, why not create an online version so that we could play like remotely and stuff like that. And it was really just a proof of concept at first. I was like, I just want to see, can I make a board with hexagons? Can I make a unit that moves on the board? And then it grew from there, basically.
So this is one of the few things that was good that came out of COVID.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, definitely the silver lining of COVID.
Yeah, now we have what, like 20,000, 40,000? How many?
There's over 20,000 registered users, and there have been over 300 and something thousand games that have been played.
It is
So it's
fantastic.
yeah.
I think
So
it's done a lot for the advancement of this.
Of the game, right?
Game.
I was thinking that, like,
Game.
I hope that the website is helping like keep the game alive and kind of introducing it to new people. And I know that, like, I have learned a lot through playing with other people on the site.
Oh God, yeah.
So it's like
People weren't even doing the small bag warrior priests.
No,
Until this.
it was unheard of until someone just did it, and then everyone started doing it.
And I gotta mention that, there's a great community, the Discord community, related to this website is, it's not always super active, but it is a great resource, and there are people who are willing to discuss whatever you would like on it.
You're talking about the Discord server?
Yes, the Discord server.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's raining here. Can you hear the? It's like pit pattering down on my roof.
Not hear it.
No. Okay. Good. Okay. I hope it won't come through in the recording. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people who kind of join the website, who like sign up and start playing, very quickly realize that they're out of their depth because the player on here are so good now, across all the ranks pretty much.
Yeah, it's definitely a deep roster, and I know both of us have taken hiatuses here and there from playing the game, and I've just recently come back, and there's a lot of new names that are in the
in the top
50
ranks.
not
Totally.
not familiar with.
Yeah, so some of these names have been here for a while.
Very true.
But yeah, there's definitely a lot of new guys who have ranked up pretty quickly.
Yeah, and I'm looking here. I'm still definitely one of the, I don't know, top 10 on the leaderboard with most games played, which is both a point of pride and probably a little bit of shame. But hey.
Listen, I mean, it's so. I mean, this game has so much replayability. So, if there's any game that's worth committing a lot of our time to, it's War Chest.
It's very true. Yeah. So very true. Like,
so,
what? Kind of drawn into this game.
What do you say we do? We play a game against each other.
That sounds.
Let's do a friendly match.
All right, I'll create a thing here.
You're gonna create it, okay?
Password will be 123.
You can't tell people. We'll have to bleep it out. Now everyone will know your default password.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. They don't know about my other one, which is password.
Okay.
Oh God, bleep that too. All right. What are our settings? Are we gonna definitely do elimination draft?
Yeah, I'm happy to just do everything turned on to the max.
Max.
Right. So drafting. So I think someone asked on the Discord server, like, when would you ever not draft first, right? Like, when would you choose to draft first, and when would you choose to draft second? And for me, if there's one unit that I really, really want, I'll draft first, if given the choice. And if there's two units that I really want, then I'll draft second. So in this case, looking at this, so first of all, I really don't like having the Berserker in the game, and I don't like having the Bannerman in the game. So as far as I'm concerned, I want them both out. So I'm going to draft first.
And so that's you bring up a good point, and I might differ with you a little bit on that drafting first.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost partially because somebody just said, somebody was I don't remember now who it was, but they are one of the top 10, or they were at the time at least, said they'd never ever not draft first, no matter what. And I just kind of took that to heart, but I definitely don't. I think that's more of a soft rule compared to this other rule, which is who should play first. And this is a pretty hard one. It's always your opponent.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer, right? You always want your opponent to go first so that you can claim the initiative. Because I think a lot of the games, like maybe, I don't know, 70% of games are won by claiming the initiative. So
there's a discussion in the statistics channel about that. And someday we'll maybe get a new data dump and really go through it.
I hope to release the data one day. I need to just have a kind of clean database with no user identifying details, or no passwords, no emails, anything like that. So it's kind of sanitizing the database.
Get the time, right when you get all that free time.
When I get all that free time. So all right, I'm gonna get rid of the Bannerman.
Okay. So the expectation is that I would get rid of the Berserker, and that would leave you with the Mercenary. I'm wondering how I feel about that.
Keep in mind that I'm pretty rubbish with the Berserker, so...
That's me too. Like, when I'm like, sometimes I feel like I'm forced to take the Berserker, and I'm like, dang it. Like,
yeah, I don't want to play with the Berserker. Because I like simple units. I like a unit where it's like, okay, you go, you attack, you have some kind of an adventure. Like the Royal Guard. The Royal Guard is super simple. You can just take extra hits. But the Berserker, you have to like build it up, you have to position it right, you have to manage your bag very carefully. It's such hard work.
There's a lot of things that can go wrong.
Yeah, a lot of things can go wrong, yeah.
It is, once it's implemented properly, it's
unstoppable.
Very hard to stop, and especially with the units that I have available, there's not really a good counter to it.
No.
So I guess that's probably going to leave me with, I'm going to go ahead and eliminate it.
Okay. Yeah, good counters would be like a pikeman, maybe a bishop, or maybe a very, very fast comp like Earl, light cavalry, things like that.
Yeah.
So I went and took the mercenary, which is a kind of top tier unit. It's fast, versatile. And there's the reinforced decree, which means even if I lose a mercenary,
I haven't looked at decrees yet. Really, I've got to be paying attention.
Yeah.
So my guess is you think I'm going to take the crossbowman and the royal guard.
I was thinking definitely royal guard, but not necessarily the crossbowman.
I went swordsman just to
spice things up.
I've been having like this internal debate about which one is better. I feel like swordsman and crossbowmen are pretty even in a sense.
The crossbowman, if you can position the crossbowman in the middle of the board, it is almost unstoppable. Like if you can threaten like 2 or 3 bases, I mean it can cause a lot of destruction. And the swordsman, obviously, is very good in the mid to late game where you can sort of quickly move around, kill units, take bases, move on to points.
Yeah, it's actually, I think it increased its value with the siege because of the fortresses.
Yeah, so the fortress is basically almost, the swordsman pretty much ignores the fortress. Fortification, sorry. Alright, I'm gonna go here.
I'm going to go right there.
So one thing that I'm paying attention to right now is actually your archer. Because your archer threatens my mercenary should I decide to go for one of your bases.
Yeah. The rush is always an option, especially with that ensign there. Because you can buy yourself an extra play.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's oftentimes problematic. You suddenly have a lot of mercenaries that are just basic units.
Yep.
And
your bag is big, and that base can be hard to defend because it's close to your home bases.
Mixing it up here. I'm getting a marshal.
Yeah, I feel like the marshal is kind of, I at least underestimate him. I don't play with the marshal a lot, I have to say.
Yeah, it is a treat when you get worked really badly by a marshal.
I'm rushing you.
I see this.
What will you do?
You might have noticed I haven't moved any of my pieces.
No, you got a crappy second hand, didn't you?
I sure did.
Oh, boy.
So what am I gonna do?
Sorry for that. I mean, it's never pleasant when you get a bad second hand. It can...
Yeah, there's always that discussion of the second bag.
Second hand preview.
Yep, second hand preview.
What do you think about that?
I think ultimately, if the game continues to grow and people take it seriously, like as if it were, say, chess.
Mm-hmm.
I think that will get adopted. Just because, as much as you get screwed over now and again, and that's never fun, but it's still pretty fun. There's a little bit of, you got to work with what you got, and there's that tension.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think it can really just make it too imbalanced or not fair, I guess is a way to put it. Or feel unfair.
So I feel like I've had a strong opening, but I feel like in the long game you're going to win.
Yeah, you definitely we getting a move on here. So, what am I gonna do now?
Oh no! You marshaled me twice, and you have two royal guards in your bag. You're definitely taking that base.
Yeah, that's there's that risk of that early rush because it's sometimes hard. Or it's definitely harder to defend.
Everything I've done has been for nothing. How dare you?
Here we go. It's all coming together now. I just got to make sure I.
Ah, you still have archers in the bag. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I got a giant bag. What are we looking at? 1, 2, 3.
Don't flip the base. Don't flip the base. Let it go. Just let's not hold grudges.
I am simplifying my bag first and foremost here.
Yep.
Okay. Now there's no chance of you winning with the crossbow rush.
Nope.
At least right away. But I think it is time that I need to get my swordsman moving again, though. Darn, my bag is still too big. Yeah, you made me panic. I panicked, Drew.
Good. I want to keep you on edge at all times. I think this was a mistake. I should have taken my left base, the one with the fort, before, and then the mercenary would have moved like toward the center. So I think that was definitely wasted moves.
You wanted to go center last, you're saying?
I should have gone center last, because now all I did was backtrack, which is stupid. Stop killing my Stop killing my units. What's wrong with you?
I think I'm going to continue doing this.
Yeah, well, two can play that game.
No.
Oh, come on.
Darn.
I mean, I think the Royal Guard and Marshal is a very, very good combination.
Yeah, yep. Not too often I get to actually do something with it. What should I do now? I think I will control that location.
Mm-hmm.
But I see a problem.
Yeah, what is it?
On this other side now. Essentially, I simplified your mercenary situation, and now you can just focus on
the crossbows.
There I get an archer. I feel like it. I'm gonna pass. Look at me go.
You want to reinforce?
You still have an ensign floating around. Oh, yes. Oh, that changes things. The reinforce.
Yeah.
Oh, now I gotta do double duty.
Now the two bases that you're on are not perfectly safe.
Yeah. Darn. Well, Gonna do God's work.
God's work? What, killing the mercenary?
Oh, I got guarded against. And you have it. Dang it. And that will be from the supply. And I will hack again.
Oh man, you're wrecking me.
It's interesting. It's kind of a race to see who can get somewhere first. What do you think about that?
I don't like it.
Well, that was the right play. All right, I'm gonna sacrifice myself.
Lame.
He was a goner anyway.
Gasp. The late game Edson. The Edson was so quiet, like it was flying under the radar the whole game.
Yeah, I keep thinking. I remind
he's like
an incident there.
I'm not even here. I'm just an ensign. I'm not a threat.
Now what shall I do? You're not gonna see this coming though.
Uh-oh. You're gonna recruit an archer?
Oh, you saw it coming. Now, what do I want to do? I'm going to recruit another.
2 archers. 2 archers for the price of 1.
This is an unideal bag.
Now what do I do?
Yeah, what do you do?
I think I have to square up to the archer.
Yeah, I think that's correct. It's unfortunate, you lose some of this instant business.
Whoa, okay, so you have no more royal guards? Oh, you have 1 more royal guard, okay.
Now we're gonna get crazy.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is a bad idea, isn't it?
I mean, I know what you're gonna do, which is gonna move on to the point with the archer, claim the initiative. You think you're so cool, you know, capturing a base with your archer.
You have a potential to draw all 3 archers for a crossbow right now.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you didn't.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
Then that's the question here. Do you? Yeah. Okay. Now I know you. That sacrifice was good because now you can block this spot.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm pretty sure you've won. I don't see myself winning this.
I'm less sure, but hey, okay. I'm starting to think my path is actually the
Okay.
with the what's his name, the mercenary.
Yeah, I think so too.
But again, maybe I shouldn't have killed that ensign because you can pop up.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm got different threats. Go here.
You recruited all of your archers, right? So you may have another one.
And I can still reinforce.
You can still reinforce. You are out of marshals.
Out of marshals. I could recruit one. I will. Oh. Feeling the pressure. I'm gonna say no. You're gonna simplify my bag for me. Oh my gosh. Trebuchet.
When someone recruits a trebuchet at this stage in the game, you know they're desperate.
when there's no trebuchet on the board.
There's no trebuchet on the board.
You need to recruit all 3 to make them work. Well, I'm gonna reinforce my poor.
You stop that. How many archers do you have?
That was it. That was the last of them, unfortunately. And darn it, you're really gonna stretch this out, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm that petty. That's why I recruited a trebuchet.
That was the fear. Now, where's my path to victory? Oh, man. Are you going to make me get a swordsman?
It's up to you. I should just concede. I don't see myself actually.
I don't know, I see a victory for you, because if you can get my bottom one and then you can move your ensign to that other one, I'm a little slow right now. Where's my... Maybe I should have, I don't know.
You're in 5. Damn. I have to go here.
Oh, darn.
I didn't want to go there.
How many ensigns? You have 1 ensign.
Feeling the pressure?
I am feeling the pressure.
Have you guarded? You haven't guarded? Why haven't you guarded yet? What's wrong with you?
I haven't had a chance. Now, 1, 2, 1. All right, I'm just gonna
pass.
There we go.
Interesting.
Nice and simple. The thinking here.
Yeah, I think I know what you're
Tempted to
thinking.
recruit a swordsman, but I think I can just do this faster with just 2 royal guards.
Yeah,
Because
you've won. That's it. You just need to claim the initiative, move the royal guard, and then you'll be like on the point. I will pass.
Yeah, this is an initiative to
GG.
do it now.
GG.
Easy.
Well played.
Want all your points. Unfortunately, this was just a
We swapped
friendly
points.
match.
We swapped home bases.
I want all your Grand Master points.
Oh, this is a ranked match?
I tricked you. No, it's friendly.
Oh, okay. If it was a ranked one, it's fine.
It's the first lesson here is to always check what you're entering into.
I trusted you. So I was like,
me.
no, I would never do this to it.
All right, you pass.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Forgot it was
Pass and let me win.
my turn.
I did it.
GG. Well played. Yes, I think looking back, it was definitely I made a couple of mistakes. The first one being moving the mercenary to the middle base where your marshal is now instead of first the corner base.
Let's look at the replay here.
Yeah, because it meant that I had to backtrack, and that didn't. And I lost basically three moves, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, I think the rush was probably the mistake for you.
You think it was a
Is that what you're
mistake
saying?
to rush in the first place?
Yeah, you probably should have controlled your... I don't know, I've been burned by that so many times.
Yeah,
Especially, it's different if my fortress is there.
that's true.
That changes the equation a lot.
That is true. But I definitely feel like there were some wasted moves there. And I think your Marshall Royal Guard worked really, really well. I think it's a very strong combo.
Yeah, it was kind of... As soon as I saw you rushing, I'm like, well, this needs to be dealt with.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to do it, because that way I don't have to over-recruit my Royal Guard.
And I think there's definitely an element of prioritization, right? So when you saw that I was rushing it, you were like, okay, I have to retake that base that's close to your home base, right?
Yep. And that's why I bolstered off my swordsman.
Yeah.
And this whole side was like completely dead at that point.
And yeah, and I think at different stages of the game, we have to turn our focus to different things. And sometimes that means like neglecting some units, right, and preferring other units.
Yep. Because the last thing I wanted to be doing was drawing a swordsman when I needed to be retaking, because
yeah,
you could get really close to victory really quickly if I don't retake this base right away.
Yeah, I think I was on 5 bases. Was I ever on 5 bases in the beginning? Yeah, I wasn't. There was one point where I was on 5 bases on move 35. Move 34, 35, which is kind of a risky place for you to be in.
Yeah, no, it's never a comfortable thing. But then the marshal started doing a lot of work.
Yeah, and I think what I found with the marshal and the ensign is that they actually don't need to go very far on the board. They're actually pretty good close to the home base. So your marshal, you barely moved him most of the game.
Yeah. Yep.
You moved him like 1 space down.
1 space, and then
you moved him a bit further.
Eventually moved him 1 more time, I think. But that was late game where you actually needed to do real work, I think. Yeah, because then I sacrificed him. That's right.
Yeah. Between the marshal and the ensign, do you have a preference?
I mean, it's a tough one. I think ultimately speed will trump power in this game. So if you can move quicker, that's better. So the ensign might eke out for it a little bit, but I do love when you do get to utilize the marshal, it can be pretty dang satisfying.
Yeah. I think probably the marshal is a harder unit to use well. Like the ensign is pretty straightforward, but the marshal, the marshal works better with certain units. Usually units that can take a beating, right? Like someone like the siege tower, maybe, where he's bolstered from the start, or maybe like a bolstered bishop. I could be wrong on this, but I feel like you want a unit that you can sort of send forward, and the Royal Guard is the best unit for that.
Yeah. You know what I have been utilizing a lot more lately is the Night Rush.
The Night Rush, right? Because the Knight early on in the game, no one can kill him, right? Because none of the units are bolstered.
Yep, and it's oftentimes it just seems really unassuming because no one's really expecting me to start recruiting the Knight, and so my goal is to kind of lull it as this is going to be my weak side where I'm just going to try and control one location and stay there. So they don't emphasize, and then as soon as they're overemphasizing the other side, we'll hit that side hard.
It's true. And I like that kind of misdirection where you pretend to put all your focus on one side of the board, and then you actually end up going for the other side, which is kind of left exposed. And I think
that's a big part of it.
The Knight, when I started playing War Chest, I thought the Knight was one of the best units in the game. But then the more you play, and when you play against more advanced players, he becomes pretty easy to counter. But I think he's still a good unit in the base game. And then I felt like that with this nobility expansion, the Siege expansion, he became a bit weaker.
Yeah, I can see that. However, the Bishop Knight combo does make some real problems for players. I've
actually had someone play that against me recently. A Knight Bishop. Let me see if I can find that game.
Did you have a success against it?
I don't remember. Let me share my screen. Would that be the sensible thing to do for me to share, and then we can view it?
Otherwise, either nothing will happen or it'll be the terrible feedback and everything blows up.
Oh yeah, it's true.
I think we're okay.
Yeah, no terrible feedback.
Not on fire.
Okay. So I think this might be the one. Although I see 2 games recently, but this is the more recent one, so maybe this is the one. Let me see. So I think he deployed the knight and bishop kind of on this side. That's what I remember, but let's see what happened. No, this might... Yeah, I think it's a different game.
You had the... Oh, that was a domination.
That was... Yeah, I had the warrior priest. Maybe it was this one. Let's see. It takes a second to refresh.
Yeah, this seems like a more of a problem.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely remember there was one game where recently, I don't think this is too far back. Maybe this guy. Let's see. Last one that we tried.
Yeah, the knight combo, like, I think he's been, as people become aware, it's not the best unit. And I think that you get so used to it not being like the workhorse that's when you can start taking advantage. It's sort of like a meta game we're playing here, because you're almost assuming people aren't going to think you're going to use that unit. And that's when I can kind of take advantage of it, when you're not expecting it. If you're expecting the knight to do a lot of work, it's pretty easy to counter.
Yeah, if you see it coming.
Yeah, that is like a bigger thing is about that misdirection and like kind of picking which side you want to work on. Like we're talking about, like I don't really like using the berserker as much. But I can use it as a threat where people will assume that that's going to be the side that they need to focus on.
Yeah, I really like doing that, actually. When people, even with the warrior priest, where I pretend to play a small bag, or people assume that I will, but I don't. And then they like draft all the units they need to counter the warrior priest. And in the meantime, I'm like capturing bases with other units.
Yeah. And then, or they spent all this time defeating the warrior priest, and now they have a giant bag or something, and you can just recruit a couple pieces and make good.
I definitely had a game like that recently, but I don't know how I can find it, because I've played the warrior priest quite a lot recently.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing it poorly or people are just getting better at countering it, but my small bag has not been succeeding.
It's definitely not a guaranteed victory anymore, I feel like. Or it also depends like what compositions you're up against.
It's definitely compositional, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You got to know what you can do, and it's probably a lot harder in the base game counter. But even in the base game I was playing, I still I think I ended up winning, but it was it was like a down to the last piece kind of thing where I wasn't using my warrior priest anymore, that's for sure.
Let me show you this one. This is the one I was thinking of. Am I still sharing my screen?
Yep, I can see it.
Yeah. So this is the one where I was up against Ziggurat, and he had a warrior priest. He had a berserker, and I had a warrior priest. And I think from the beginning I was like, I'm probably not going to do a small bag. So I started moving my units up. Then warrior priest, and notice how he's moving his berserker like toward my warrior priest. Right. That's all he's focusing on. And in the meantime, what I like to do with the berserker is to kind of stretch it thin. So give it like tough choices. Are you going left? Are you going right? What are you going to be dealing with? So here I'm on 4 bases, and the ensign is on a base, and the lancer is 1 move away. And what he ended up doing was going after them, and that freed up the warrior priest. And the fact that he moved the knight away meant that I could actually go for this one. And again, I didn't actually expect to capture this base with the lancer. This was just again to draw him away.
Yep, you make that. It's always like a victory when you can make him dump the bag, or fill up his bag and dump his berserker.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then even if you put it there too, it's still a threat. Yeah, so the MVP here is the lancer.
The lancer was really good at keeping the berserker distracted. But I think this was the game actually that I shared with you. This is the game where at this point
you rubbed it in.
Yeah, he's gonna quad bolster the berserker, and then I knew that I had an ensign in the bag, so that when I attack with the warrior priest, I'm gonna draw the ensign and be able to move the warrior priest onto the point. And this was when I was being petty. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you wanna watch maybe a game and kind of do some commentary? Yeah. And then after that, if we have, I'm sorry.
Who's playing? Let's see.
Yeah, so we have Triskel from CDC. That might be interesting. Clean Tush might be interesting. Randomizator. Zator. And we have 2 plants.
Randomizator, yeah.
Randomizator, yeah. Sorry, I couldn't pronounce it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I think you have it right.
So there's a different Mephisto who isn't a CC.
Mephisto who isn't a CC. Yeah, I think that's just a copycat. This guy.
They're out. It's such a flattering thing when somebody copies you.
You've had it happen to you, right?
Yeah.
And I went and deleted the guy's account. Or I think I just changed his nickname. Yeah, so I'm happy to pick. Let's take this one because they just started.
The Dark Matter was one?
Randomizator and Dark Matters, yeah. And then, so this is what fascinates me sometimes. The game started 2 minutes ago. Look, it's already like in the middle of the game.
Yeah, they've gotten a pretty quick start here. So I like that move.
Yeah. So this light cavalry is not in immediate danger because Dark Matter has a lot of units in the bag, so I mean he's going to reshuffle after this hand. But he's playing quite aggressively. He's not going for bases, he's going for the kill.
Oh yeah, interesting.
Oh, and Randomizator has a warrior priest, so I mean I have my money on him.
Not yet. Well, I guess it will be pretty soon here.
Technically, though, Dark Matters has everything he needs to counter the warrior priest. He has a crossbowman, an archer, and a light cavalry, and a cavalry.
Yeah, this is actually a good position, and the very worst, he's at least going to take at least one warrior priest down. Oh. You can get behind that too. This is the problem when you're trying to deal with the warrior priest. He has taken no bases.
Yeah.
Controlled no locations yet.
I wonder, let's see how many games Dark Matters has played. Oh, because this is Dark Matters' first match, so...
I don't believe that. It seems like...
You think he's more experienced than that?
Yeah. think the position is too good for this. This is definitely not their first game.
Mm-hmm.
At least I'm not seeing any glaring errors.
So one thing he could do, or could have done at the beginning of this round, was risk it and try and recruit 3 mercenaries to kill both of the warrior priests. But that's only assuming that randomizator didn't have a warrior priest already.
Oh, he does not have initiative, so that's not very good.
No.
Okay, so now it's a proper small bag. That's gonna be very difficult.
Is it a proper small bag? Let's see. So we have he still has a Royal Guard.
And it's Royal Guard 1 for the record.
Oh snap! No, it's Royal Guard 2.
Never mind, it's not.
Yeah.
My bad. I saw that he moved, but he just moved to.
Yeah, to a base, which I'm not sure. I guess he was getting away from the archer and crossbowman.
Yeah. And he can always just flop back. But really, the focus needs to be on the warrior priest.
I don't see. Actually.
Yeah, if he doesn't, depending on what his bag is, he needed to move.
I think it's game over, though.
Yeah, he needed to put his mercenary there.
He could still do that, but even then...
He needs to do it now, though.
Even then, I think it'll be too late.
There. Cover the base.
Actually, it's possible that... Oh, no, he just messed up. Okay. I think he is a new player, though.
It looked really potentially good, but that was not the play.
If he had moved the mercenary onto the point, and let's say the warrior priest attacked, and killed the mercenary, the archer could have picked him off. But it's a tough call.
Yeah,
Didn't he already claim the initiative? I think someone undid, maybe. I think Dark Matters asked for an undo.
I didn't see any undos.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely game over.
Yeah. Oh, he's doing what you did.
The petty killing of the other player's units when you've already won. It's satisfying, I will say. Do you want to do a random one?
What do you mean?
Me versus you, a random one. Random units, random draft.
You want to create this time?
Yeah. And then after that, we can call it, unless you...
I suppose it's pretty late where you are.
Yeah. And I still have, coursework to do. Right, okay, ready?
Yep.
Do you want to do base game, or do you want to do nobility and siege?
It's up to you. I'm fine with whatever.
Let's do base game, and then we'll just focus on pure strategy.
Okay.
No gimmicks, no tricks. All right.
Ugh. This is why I don't think I have as high of a. Maybe I should. I play too many random games, and this happens.
Yeah.
And that was actually a bad play.
Okay, I give you.
I undid.
I give you I'm gonna swear that I'm not gonna small bag warrior priest this.
I know you can, but I should not have just placed that. I didn't need to place my pikeman there immediately.
Yeah, because you want to see where my warrior priest goes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You have my word of honor. There will be no small bagging in this game.
Oh boy. does this mean? What happens if I get lied to?
Unless if I'm about to lose, then I might small bag. But no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, now we're putting in conditions. Huh? I knew.
Let's see. Okay.
I'm just gonna make a real messy bag.
Okay. Oh no, you have an ensign and a lancer. Ah, no, it's so risky for me now. Nowhere is safe.
Nowhere is safe. True. Boo.
That lancer is really annoying.
A little bit of work here, but
he's like in the way. Oh, and now your ensign can also move the pikemen. I see.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're saying, they don't need to move much to become effective.
Okay.
Here's your pikeman defense is now bolstered off. Your pikeman remover.
Yeah.
Oh wow! What do you have?
Not much.
You have 2 coins right now. Oh wait, you did.
I'm not small bagging. I swear. I swear. Oh crap! That is a small bag. Don't worry. I will recruit something before I activate this.
You fix this.
I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna fix this. It just happened naturally. Here.
Well, that makes me feel so much better.
What did you do? Passed. Okay.
Crazy move.
What, passing?
Didn't see
madness.
That.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna have to.
Hmm. I think that's probably GG.
It might be.
Let me see if I have an out. I just want to put a chance.
I think you definitely have a chance, but
yeah, I think. Maybe. Wondering if I should recruit. Probably not. So the question, I'm just gonna hope for the best here.
Oh crap. Oh, I thought you were gonna move the Lancer onto the point, onto my point.
I wish I could have. GG.
Yeah. It was 50-50 between me drawing a swordsman or not, like drawing like mercenaries and royal coins, and luckily I did draw a swordsman. Well, you didn't have the best units, did you?
No, that was anticlimactic. But it was, I did what I could. But you did what we were talking about, the
distraction?
The diversion.
Yeah.
You made me focus on all that other side while you snuck your swordsman around the corner.
Yeah. And I knew the mercenary, like, it being triple bolster, I could always move it onto the point whenever I wanted. So whenever you came, if you came close, I would just move it onto the point. That was the plan.
Yes, that was it at least just unadvantageous for you to recruit at that point? Did you have to waste a different coin?
Yes, so you moving the pikeman forward forced me to actually use a swordsman to recruit the mercenary, because I think I had a swordsman and a warrior priest in hand. I didn't want to attack your pikeman with the warrior priest, because then you could have killed me. Could have killed the last warrior priest and then maybe move on to the point. So I just, yeah, I figured I'd use the swordsman, even though I wanted to like move it forward.
Yeah, that was the small victory, I guess. Could have maybe gotten on there before, like slowed down your swordsman advance.
Shall we do one more random game?
Sure.
This was quick, so let's do one more.
That was too quick.
Okay. No, I didn't put a password, so quickly.
Better get in quicker. Oh, good. No, wrong button. Joining. Okay,
nice. All right. Okay. Hey. Oh crap.
Balanced.
Balanced.
You got.
Yeah, man. I also have the initiative. That's bullshit. You're gonna wreck me.
Oh, you got you have everything you need to counter any small bags that I might be betting on.
It's true. I can't complain.
I feel obliged.
Oh no. I was so honorable last game.
Oh, yes. I'm telling you that I might do it. That's my honor right there. May or may not.
Oh no, the archer. I hate having the archer against the pikeman.
Yeah, this was a good second hand, because I'm able to...
Yeah, deploy all of your units.
Ooh, small bag and step on in. Ooh, nice. Wow, really going for it.
No! Why did you have to have a knight? You ruined my plans.
Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, I don't like anything I just did there. No.
That was probably suicide.
Yeah, it's kind of tough situation there. But you're gonna take my weak side.
What do you have? So you have one archer, one warrior priest, one knight, and a royal coin. So it is possible that you didn't draw a warrior priest. It's possible.
But if I didn't roll a warrior piece, I rolled an archer.
Yeah, but I can do this.
You're trying to do that. No. It's okay.
Oh, come on. Lucky.
Ooh, you had a double too. That would have been real bad.
What?
I'm just, if I should recruit or not. I did.
You did indeed.
Real fear. What? I don't know. That Royal Guard is scaring me.
Yeah.
It's good.
Oh damn! I lost.
Yeah. The warrior priest.
No.
You had a bad draw because I think ideally you want to be able to get your pikeman out against.
Well, it was fine. I was gonna focus on the royal guard.
And then
Well played.
I don't even need to claim initiative, but I will.
I probably should have gone to protect the base with the royal guard instead of going for the base where the knight was. Well played. Very well played.
Yeah, taking that. Yeah, that makes more sense.